Yo, what is good? Welcome back to the channel. So yeah, apparently last video, uh, my effects or my efforts didn't work. So I decided, let me just use voice isolation. I forgot, I didn't know that feature existed. I was like, but that's how, that goes to show how in tune with technology I am, but that's besides the point. Today, we're going to talk about your morning routine. And let me just tell you, very, very important to have one, very significant in your progression, your sanity, just having a clear conscious, a good conscious going into the day. And it's really just, I got into it say maybe 4 years now, maybe 5. And I haven't, I mean, I may change the order of something, but it's pretty stagnated. Of course, I didn't have it all down at once. What do you call it? I had to improve and see what worked for me, right? It's not just a one size fit all. And yeah, it can always change, but yeah, I'll share with you guys my morning routine, and it's pretty simple. If you don't have a routine, you can copy mine, or you can change a thing or two, but mine isn't anything extreme. So I wake up, I have a set time, and put this in your notes too. I have a daily schedule of everything I do throughout the average weekday, right? Weekends might depend, but they're not the same as weekdays. So for weekdays, it's I wake up around 9. Okay, I wake up 9, and then have my alarm go off, and then I realize I'm awake. I send a quick thanks in my mind. Right, I'm not praying yet. I just say a quick thanks to God. Hey, thanks for waking me up. It's time to do your will. Um, Try my best and everything. This is all in my mind. All right, I'm not saying anything out loud or praying yet. So I get up out of bed, and what I used to do is make my bed right away. But sometimes I just need to get like some motion going, because if I'm really tired from the night before, I'll end up just falling right back asleep. So what I do is I get up, I take supplements, right? If you want to know my supplements, you can go to my video a couple years back. And they haven't really changed, to be honest. And then brush my teeth, right? Do a little face wash, nothing crazy. Um, Come back to bed, then I make my bed. Okay. Sometimes if I'm with someone, my partner, they make the bed already for me, so I don't have to worry about that. But I'm always like, hey, if my bed's not made and they didn't do it, I'm gonna do it. So, yeah, make my bed, and then afterwards, I start my breath work, right? So breath work is really important because you may have an eventful day coming up, or you may haven't had the best sleep. You may have had a bad dream or nightmare or whatever it is. You may just feel tense for no reason or anxious. So it's good to just have a routine breath work plan you can do every day. And I used to do meditation, 2, 3 minutes of meditation. I had apps, but then the thing is with meditation is problem with it is you're clearing your mind, right? So, but the thing is, even though there are some pros to it, there's also some cons to it because as I'm Catholic, I'm Christian, so my whole belief system is using God's influence to help better my life, right? I'm not attracting, I'm not manifesting, I'm not trying to be one with the universe, right? That's not my goal. My goal is to do God's will, right? So that's just meditation is kind of disregarding that God exists, right? And I don't know. I don't There may be different meditation practices that exist where you can incorporate God into it. But for me, breath work is fine because you're not clearing your mind, not necessarily to the fullest extent. You're just what do you call it? There's a specific term. I won't say centralizing, but you're becoming more into the moment. Okay, so that's why I do it. Afterwards, whip out the Bible and then start reading. I have a whole video on that, how to get started in reading the Bible. Um, since my last video, I'm actually almost done with it. Now, what would happen if I finished reading the Bible from front to back? Like, what am I gonna do afterwards? Most likely, I might end up going over it again in the future, just to go over some parts that I didn't necessarily understand, or uh, it won't be word for word, but I'm just making sure that I really have it ingrained, right? I can be more familiar with quotes versus um, orders and everything. But I'm actually I'm gonna switch to a new thing. I don't want to reveal it yet. Let me finish reading the Bible, and then I'll go over that. But that's what I do for 15 minutes. After the timer goes off, then uh, what happens? I do a little prayer, right? Our Father, and then I just have a little conversation with God for 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, maybe less than that, but it's just uh, talking because once you're with God in heaven, once you're with your Father, right? Then it's like you want to be able to hold that same conversation you were having with him on earth, in the earthly realm. So there isn't any sort of like shock factor, like, oh, what do I say? What? I can't believe you were here this whole time. That's how non-believers probably sound. But for believers, if we're just here, like, we knew, or we're here now, nothing's really new. But anyway, after that, it's off to the gym, right? I do my pre-workout, or if I'm not drinking pre-workout, some EAAs, B12, creatine. Um, yeah, I'll just get that ready and a little bathroom last pit stop, make sure everything's good. Hair, uh, some body spray, whatever it is. And yeah, that's really it. That is my routine for the morning on a weekday. Weekends, I'll probably just sleep in. I'm not waking up at 9 every day if I don't have to. And yeah, I mean, I may do shopping, who knows? Peace.